Hey guys, so it's Monday and I had another full school day today. I had parapsychology and pseudoscience earlier this morning. That went well. Then we had playwriting. That also went well. And then we had our usual lunch break, which is about 2 hours long. Because today was such a beautiful day in London, and because I haven't spent too much time at the Russell Square Gardens, I decided to go there for lunch today. I invited my friend Sarah to come along, so we both had lunch in the park, and it was really nice, and we were actually out there for the full 2 hours. And then we went back for acting Shakespeare, and we've pretty much been working on our scenes with acting Shakespeare. That's pretty much all we did today too. But unfortunately, my scene partner is sick, so she wasn't able to come to class today. So I was the only person who didn't have to present because my scene partner wasn't there. So yeah, it was just kind of a low day in acting Shakespeare today. And then I got back home around 5 o'clock, had dinner, and then I've pretty much been working on my presentation for tomorrow for parapsychology and pseudoscience. So yeah, I finally got that finished and I am so proud of myself. I feel so much better and I feel relieved. I actually can't wait to present this. I'm actually kind of excited about it. And I'm still suffering my cold. I don't know when the heck this is gonna go away. Yeah, so that's pretty much it of today. And that's it of day 67. Hey guys, so it's Tuesday and I just had my one class this morning, parapsychology and pseudoscience, and I actually had my second presentation today, so that went well. It was on witchcraft, Wicca, and full moon effects. So it was a pretty interesting subject and I actually really liked this one. This was probably my favorite presentation out of the two that I've done. Yeah, so class went well today, and then when I got home, I actually got quite a lot of things done, because I'm behind on quite a lot of few things, and the one major thing that I got done today was I went to the post office and I got a box because I decided that I'm going to ship some things home. It is quite expensive to ship packages back to the United States, but I thought about it and it's probably cheaper to do that than to buy another suitcase and put the leftover items in there and then pay for like an extra checked bag. Like, it's cheaper than, you know, checking in an extra bag at the airport, or even for extra weight at the airport too. But anyways, basically I've just been doing homework for the rest of the night and been watching some YouTube videos just because I just suddenly didn't start feeling really well before, like, my cold just suddenly came on again. So that's pretty much it of today. And that's the end of day 68. Hey guys, so today is Wednesday and it has been a productive day today. So I had BLC this morning, and then after BLC was our usual 2-hour lunch break, and during my lunch break I got a lot of things done. The first thing I did was I went and got more cold medicine because I was out of tablets, but I decided to buy a different cold medicine this time. So I was taking like these tablets, these like cold and flu tablets, which are supposed to, you know, help relieve your symptoms, but they weren't really like doing much. So I decided to try a different cold medicine, and so I bought some cough syrup because I'm actually used to drinking cough syrup, which is usually what I take when I'm at home. So yeah, so I bought that, so hopefully that'll help. And then I also went and got my phone plan figured out for the next month. I've been on this pay-as-you-go plan per month while I'm here, and it's been working very nicely. So today was my last day I had to do that. And then I also got rid of a pair of boots. The Student Central is hosting this thing called the Swap Shop, where for the first couple of days you can donate any like old clothes, shoes, books, anything you want. You can just donate them, and then they will give you like these small slips of paper, which are your tokens. And then on Friday they'll put everything out, and then you are able to browse through and shop for other things that you want that other people have donated. And so you pay with these tokens that they give you. And so I donated the boots that I bought for Scotland, because if you remember, Scotland was like way back in like February, which seems a long time ago right now. The AIFS team had told us that we needed to have rain boots for Scotland because we were going to be like hiking up in the Highlands and everything. I've only worn those boots when I was in Scotland, and number one, they are pretty clunky and heavy, and I don't necessarily like wearing them unless I have to. So that's one reason why I donated them. And then the second thing is that I don't foresee myself wearing these back at home. And the third thing is that I just don't know how I'm gonna get them home because, like I said, they're heavy, they're clunky, and they're big. So I don't know how the heck I'm even gonna get them home. So I just decided to donate them. They were only like 13 pounds, so that was nice. And I bought them for Scotland, not from Scotland. So I bought them here in London. So then after I ran all my errands, then I finally sat down for lunch. I don't know if I ever mentioned this, but there is a bookstore which is right across the street from the Student Central, and in the bookstore they have a little cafe restaurant which is called Dylan's, and they have a build your own pancakes option, and so they have pancakes with Nutella, and that's what I had for lunch today. And then I went back to the Student Central, had my lunch, and then we had acting Shakespeare, and my scene partner is feeling better, so she was there in class today, so we worked through our scene, and I feel so much better about my character now. I completely understand who she is, and I understand what I'm supposed to do and how I'm supposed to act this out. So I'm feeling pretty confident about it, so I can't wait until I can actually work more on it, where I can actually do much more with my character. So yeah. So then after acting Shakespeare, I came home, and I've pretty much been doing nothing. Oh wait, I FaceTimed my best friend. So that's it of today, and that's it of day 69. Hey guys! So it's Thursday, and today I had my last field trip for my BLC class, and we went to the Imperial War Museum. So this is a museum dedicated to a lot of the wars, so they have a lot of artifacts from World War I, World War II, any kind of wars that you can think of. Exhibit on the Holocaust, and they actually have a warning on this exhibit. They have a warning there that states any children under 14 years of age are probably going to be traumatized. So they advise children under 14 years of age to have an adult with them or to not even go in. And once I walked through, I completely understood. It started taking a toll on me too. So yeah, it was very heavy in there. It was a pretty long exhibit too, so there was like so much, and so much was in depth. I had similar feelings to what I felt like when I went to the Dachau concentration camp in Germany. They did actually mention the Dachau concentration camp a few times in there. They didn't really have anything like on it specifically. They had like one small exhibit in there dedicated to Auschwitz, so there was like this huge thing on Auschwitz. Other than like all the other concentration camps, they just kind of like mentioned it, but they didn't really do anything specific for it. But there was one specific picture in there that I stared at for quite a long time, and it was a picture of Nazis walking across a bridge in Cologne. And I've been to Cologne in Germany, and as I was staring at that picture, I realized I was on that bridge. And when there's a piece of history that happened where you've been, at the time you don't even realize that it happened where you were standing. It just gave me a weird feeling. And I don't really know how to describe it, but it was just like, wow, that actually happened where I was standing. We couldn't take pictures or videos in this exhibit, so I don't have a picture of the picture to show you. But yeah, it took a toll on me. So it took us about an hour to walk through the exhibit, and then once we got out, we decided that, yeah, we can't take any more of this museum. So I went with my friend Sarah, and we went to go get some dinner. It was actually about like 4 o'clock, so it wasn't like too late or anything, but we were both really hungry, so yeah, so we went to this one restaurant that was literally like right by the Imperial War Museum, and we went there and we ate something. And then the one thing that I like completely forgot that's at the Imperial War Museum, there's a piece of the Berlin Wall outside of the Imperial War Museum. And so I totally remembered about that when my friend and I were at dinner, so I was like, hey, can we just like walk back over there to take a look at it? And we did. So I got to take a look at a piece of the Berlin Wall. Yeah, so then after that we pretty much just went our separate ways, and so I'm home and it's not too late. It's actually about like 8 o'clock right now, but I've pretty much just been catching up on things. I still have my cold. Still don't know when this thing is gonna go away. That's pretty much it of today, and that's it of day 70. Hey guys! So it's Friday, and I just realized that this is my last week in London. Because next weekend I'm gonna be in Germany, and then the weekend after that we leave on Friday. So yeah, so this is my last week in London, and I'm kind of sad about that. So because it's my last weekend in London, I have written out a list of all the things that I still need to do, and so today I crossed one of them off. And so today I went to the London Zoo. I love zoos, and so I decided to go to the London Zoo today, and it was awesome. It was so awesome. So I got to see a lot of different animals. There's always penguins at zoos. Like, I don't know any zoo that does not have penguins. But I saw penguins, a lot of birds. Giraffes. I saw a lion. I saw lemurs. My favorite animal is the red panda, but I did not see any red pandas there. Even though when I was in the gift shop, I bought a little keychain that's got a red panda on it. So I don't know if they actually have a red panda, but I just didn't see the exhibit. I don't know. Anyways, I actually realized I was seeing a lot of different characters from like movies. So like, for example, like The Lion King and then Finding Nemo and Finding Dory, I saw like a lot of the fish and animals from those, which was kind of cool because I saw a lion, so that's obviously a given, and then I saw a meerkat and a warthog. So there's Timon and Pumbaa for you. And then right next to the warthog they had hunting dogs, or like wild African hunting dogs or something, which seriously looked like the hyenas. So I was like, wow, it's like a whole group here. And then with Finding Nemo and Finding Dory, obviously I saw Dory, whatever kind of fish she is. I did not see any clownfish though. I don't know why, but I didn't see any clownfish when I was in the aquarium. Yeah, so I think I saw Gil. I saw a starfish. So I just kept seeing like a lot of different characters from different movies, and it was kind of cool actually. The one thing that I just don't understand how I completely forgot about this, you can call me a bad fan for this. So I wasn't planning on going in the reptile house because I'm not too keen on reptiles like snakes and stuff. So I wasn't thinking about going in there, but I was sitting on a bench just outside of the reptile house because I needed a little break, and I overhear this one little girl and her mom, they're about to go inside, and then this little girl shouts, "Harry Potter!" And I was like, what? What does she mean by that? And so I went in after them, and there's this huge sign right there at the front that says Harry Potter at the London Zoo. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how did I completely forget about this? Of course, there's that scene in the Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone, whichever you want to call it, where they go to the London Zoo for Dudley's birthday, and that's when Harry talks to the snake, the glass disappears, Dudley falls into the snake habitat, the snake is released, and then Dudley just gets trapped in the snake habitat. And I have no idea how I completely forgot about that scene and how I completely forgot about that's at the London Zoo. Thanks to the little girl who yelled out Harry Potter, otherwise I totally would not have gone into the reptile house. So those are some interesting things that happened today, and so I love the zoo a lot, but I was on my feet pretty much all day. I took some short breaks throughout the day, but my legs were pretty much hurting by the end. So I came back home and I've pretty much just been trying to catch up on some things. So yeah, so it hasn't really been too interesting at home, and that's it of today. And that's it of day 71. Hey guys, so it's Saturday and today was a pretty busy day. I actually woke up early to do some grocery shopping because I absolutely needed to do some grocery shopping, but since this is my last weekend in London, I've been wanting to complete my list of all the things that I wanted to do, and after yesterday I didn't get a chance to go grocery shopping last night, so I decided to wake up early and get that done right away this morning, and that was so nice because I was at the grocery store at around like 9:30 in the morning, and literally there was like hardly anybody in the store and hardly anybody on the buses. So I was literally able to get my stuff and get out right away. So that was super nice. And then after I went grocery shopping, I immediately went to Tower Bridge. And even though I was at Tower Bridge about a few weeks ago, I didn't even know that this existed. On the two top walkways of Tower Bridge, there's a glass floor exhibition where you can go up and there's glass on the floor. So you can look down at all of the people walking on the bridge and all the cars crossing the bridge. And you can also see boats going underneath the bridge. So it was super amazing. I've actually been on something similar to that. I've been to the Sky Deck in Chicago at the Willis Tower or Sears Tower, whichever you want to call it. So I've been to the Sky Deck on that where you're in like a glass box on the side of the building, and I will admit that one's a little more scarier than the Tower Bridge one is, but the Tower Bridge one is still amazing. After I did that, I went to the Tate Modern Art Museum because I was actually in the Tate Modern last year when I was over here with my theater group. We really just kind of stopped in there. We didn't really take a good look around. We were just kind of, I don't know, we weren't in there for that long the last time, so I wanted to go in there for longer this time, and plus it's been almost a year since that trip, so there was a lot of new exhibitions and stuff in there. So yeah, so I just kind of walked around there a little bit. I also wanted to go to Abbey Road today and Regent's Park, and Regent's Park is like right next to Abbey Road, but I had done quite a lot of walking, so by the time I got to Regent's Park I was like, okay, I just need to take a good long break. So I sat in a spot like kind of underneath a tree, and I sat there for about a good half an hour because my feet were just so tired from walking and I needed a good break. And so it was like around 3:30 at this time, and then by the time I got up, I didn't want to go over to Abbey Road, so I just pretty much went home. after that. So I didn't really spend too much time in Regent's Park at all. So yeah, and then I got home and I've just been pretty much working on my vlogs and doing some homework and stuff. So yeah, it really hasn't been too interesting here at home. So that's pretty much it of today. And that's it of day 72. Hey guys! So it's Sunday and I went to the famous Abbey Road. I'm pretty sure all of you are familiar with Abbey Road, but if you're not sure what Abbey Road is, it is the famous walkway that the Beatles walked on for one of their album covers. So I went there today and I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I was half expecting like professional photographers to be there to take your picture professionally, and then you would pay them a ridiculous amount of money to have a physical copy of it. But then I was also just half expecting like nobody there. I don't know, I really wasn't sure what to expect, and so as soon as I got there, there were no professional photographers, and there wasn't even a like huge sign that says Abbey Road right here. To be quite honest, you really wouldn't even tell what it is. But the only reason how I knew it was Abbey Road is because there were so many tourists around trying to take their picture with it. So it was kind of funny with how many people were around there. But this is also just an average walkway and an average street for people to drive on. So you gotta be careful when trying to get your picture taken on Abbey Road because there's people trying to drive down this road. It was actually a pretty busy road too, so you didn't really get too much time in between traffic to actually get your picture taken. But yeah, so I didn't spend too much time down there, but it was really fun because I was able to see the famous Abbey Road and get my picture taken on it. And then Regent's Park is also right next to Abbey Road and the zoo, and pretty much everywhere I've gone to this past weekend. I've actually been to I was at Regent's Park obviously yesterday, as I said in yesterday's vlog, and then also on Friday, but I didn't really spend too much time. Today I actually did. So I went to the same spot today as I did yesterday, and I took my laptop with me. I was working on my videos and my vlogs for about 2 hours. So then at around 3 o'clock I got to a good point in my editing and I stopped, and then I took a walk around Regent's Park because I hadn't done that yet. So I walked around the big lake that's in Regent's Park, but I didn't really stay for too long at all. I pretty much just took a walk around and then went home after that. But it was so hot today. Like, I checked the temperature while I was walking around the lake and it said it was 77 degrees Fahrenheit. And I was like, whoa, okay London, heat wave coming through. So yeah, so I didn't really want to stay too long at Regent's Park because it was like really warm outside. And I don't have any shorts with me, so I was like dying and I was like sweating. But anyways, so I went home and I got home around like 4:30, 5 o'clock, had some dinner, and then I was continuing to work on my videos and my vlogs, and it's like 10:30, I finally got week 9 done, and as I said before, I'm a week behind and it's kind of stressful, so yeah. But that's pretty much it for today, and that's it of day 73. And that's also it of week 10.